Let's go for some chit-chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some sweet tips or a cool relic. Plus, who doesn't love a good gossip session during a card game? Oh man, enemies with 1 HP? That's like a dream come true. I can just breeze through these combats without breaking a sweat. Let's go for it and have some fun. Let's take on the monster at Node 0. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show them who's boss. Gotta make sure that slimy dude hits like a noodle next turn. Can't have it messing up my hair. Let's smack that slimy boy with a good old strike card and get rid of it before it causes any trouble. Oh man, footwork is such a game changer. It gives me that sweet dexterity boost, making me harder to hit. Gotta grab this for sure. Let's reach inside and lose some HP. Who needs health when you can find a shiny relic, right? Risk it for the biscuit. Oh man, Quick Slash is perfect for some quick damage with just 1 energy cost. Let's slice through those enemies. I'm just gonna throw up a little shield to protect myself, you know, just in case. I'm gonna beef up my defenses with this footwork card. Gotta protect myself from those pesky cultists. Let's smack that cultist with a strike. Easy damage. Oh man, Outmaneuver is like the sneakiest card ever. It lets me gain extra energy for my next turn, so I can play even more cards and wreck my enemies. Definitely picking this one. Time to give that looter a taste of my power. Let's get fancy with some footwork to dance around those incoming attacks and make our defenses stronger. Let's play this bad boy to set ourselves up for some big plays next turn. Time to smack that looter with a strike card and show them who's boss. This looter is getting on my nerves. Time to show it who's boss with a good old strike. Time to give that looter a taste of my powerful strikes and show them who's the boss in this combat. Time to show this looter who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Backflip is like doing a cool ninja move while also drawing cards. Gotta stay agile and draw more cards, so I'm picking this one. I'm gonna shimmy my way out of taking too much damage with this fancy footwork move. Time to whittle down that gremlin knob with some good old strikes. Let's give that gremlin knob a quick slash to show who's boss. Let's play this outmaneuver card and get ready to unleash some big moves next turn. Let's just dodge those incoming hits with a quick backflip. Gotta stay nimble like a ninja. This little guy is hitting hard, so I'm gonna take away some of its bite with neutralize. Let's smack that gremlin knob with a strike card and show it who's boss. Time to give that gremlin knob a taste of my powerful strikes and show it who's boss. Time to smack that gremlin knob with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Time to put up my defenses and show this gremlin knob that I'm not an easy target. Time to give that gremlin knob a quick slash and show it who's boss. Drawing cards and gaining block? Yes, please. Let's set ourselves up for success with this one. Let's throw some sand in the gremlin knob's eyes to make it easier to handle its attacks. Let's hold on to a card for a rainy day. Who knows when we might need it. Time to put up my defenses and show this gremlin knob that I'm not an easy target. Let's give that gremlin knob a little poke with Quick Slash and see how it reacts. Let's go for some chit-chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some good luck for the rest of the run, who knows? Plus, I'm curious to see what she has to say. Enemies with 1 HP? Pfft, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll take that option and breeze through these combats like a pro. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use some extra gold and loot. Let's throw some sand in the jawworm's eyes so it can't hit us as hard next turn. Let's do some fancy moves with acrobatics. Drawing cards is always a good idea, plus it's only 1 energy cost, so why not? Let's smack that bug with a good old strike and thin out the enemy numbers a bit. Time to show these louses who's boss. Let's throw some sand in the louse's eyes and make its next attack a little less painful. Oh, Caltrops is like setting up a sneaky trap for those enemies. It's gonna deal damage back to them whenever they attack me. Sneaky, sneaky! I need more options, so let's do some card gymnastics and see what we can find. Time to say goodbye to the little slime with a big punch from my strike card. This slime is about to hit me hard, so I'm going to take away some of its bite with this card. Let's add some blur to the deck to help us mitigate damage. Gotta stay safe while climbing the spire. I need more options, so let's do some acrobatics and see what we can find in this hand. Playing it safe with some defense, gotta protect my precious HP. This jawworm needs a little love tap to wake it up. Let's smack that jawworm with a big hit and show it who's boss. Let's set up these spiky traps and watch the enemies hurt themselves when they try to hit me. It's like getting revenge without lifting a finger. This is a classic move. Gotta protect myself before I wreck myself. Let's throw some sand in the jawworm's eyes so it can't hit us as hard. Time to nerf that big bite. Let's smack that jawworm with a strike to show it who's boss and get closer to victory. Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off these monsters. Time to give that jawworm a taste of my power with a solid punch to the face. This jawworm needs a good punch to the face, so I'm going to hit it with a strike and show it who's boss. I'm feeling lucky today. Let's see if I can draw into some big damage cards to finish off these monsters. Let's smack that jawworm with a strike card. Gotta get rid of it before it causes more trouble. Let's throw some sand in the eyes of that beefy jawworm so it can't hit us as hard. Time to nerf that muscle-bound worm. Alright, let's slap down this defend card to beef up our defenses and show those monsters who's boss. Ah, time to throw up my defenses and show these monsters who's boss. Let's slap down a defend to shield ourselves from those pesky monsters' attacks. Can't have them ruining our day. Alright, time to put up my defenses and show these monsters that they can't touch me with my block. I'm just gonna slap on some extra defense with this card. Gotta protect myself from those pesky monsters, you know? Time to do some acrobatics and flip through my deck for a better plan. Let's see if luck is on my side. Let's throw some sand in the jawworm's eyes and make its next attack less painful. Time to finish off that jawworm with a good old strike. Can't let it stick around with just 2 HP left. This slimy dude is about to attack, so I better beef up my defenses with this card. Time to put up my shield and block that incoming attack. Can't touch this. Let's do some card gymnastics and see if we can find something better in our deck. I'm gonna need some extra protection, so I'll throw up my defenses with this card. Let's throw some shade at that slimy monster and make it hit like a wet noodle. I'm gonna slap down a defend card to protect myself from that acid slime's next attack. Can't let it ruin my day. Time to put up my defenses and show this slime that I'm not an easy target. Ooh, a little poison never hurt anyone. Let's add some sneaky damage to our deck with Poison Stab. Let's reach inside and lose some HP. Who needs health when you can get a shiny relic, am I right? Risk it for the biscuit. Let's go deeper. Lose 4 HP? That's nothing for a pro like me, plus there's a 35% chance to find a relic. Gotta risk it for the biscuit, right? Let's go deeper. Who needs HP anyway when there's a chance to find a shiny relic? Risk it for the biscuit, right? Let's slap on some extra armor and tank this hit like a pro. Let's poke Lagavulin with some poison, see if it squirms a bit. Let's throw some sand in the Lagavulin's eyes so it can't hit us as hard next turn. Let's give Lagavulin a taste of our strike card and show it who's boss. Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off Lagavulin. Let's give Lagavulin a taste of its own medicine and make it hit like a wet noodle. I need to beef up my defenses before Lagavulin hits me with that 13 damage. Gotta stay alive to slay the spire. Enemies in my next 3 combats have 1 HP? That's like playing on easy mode. I'll breeze through them like a hot knife through butter. Bring it on, Neo. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Time to flex those card playing skills. Time to finish off this jawworm with a good old strike. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. A little AoE never hurt anyone. Let's add some splash damage to our deck with dagger spray. I mean, who doesn't love a good riddle, right? Plus, this card deals damage equal to 5 times the number of cards in your draw pile. It's like solving a mystery while kicking some enemy butt. Let's grab Deflect for some free block. It costs 0, so it won't clog up our hand, and it's always nice to have some extra defense. Upgrade 2 random cards? Sure, why not? Let's take a gamble and see if we can make our deck even more OP. Plus, who needs HP when you have upgraded cards, right? Let's check out what's behind the question mark. Maybe we'll find some cool loot or a helpful event. Let's keep the party going and hit that continue button. Who needs to stop at a face trader event when we can keep climbing the spire and slaying monsters? Am I right? Let's roll the dice and see if we get lucky with the face trader. Good face, bad face, who knows what we'll get. Time to take a chance and spice things up a bit. Let's hit up that question mark node. Maybe we'll get some sweet loot or a cool event. Let's poke some holes in that bug. It's the bigger threat, so let's squash it first. Let's throw some sand in the louse's eyes so it can't hit me as hard next turn. Gotta keep those eyes safe, you know? Alright, let's take this calculated gamble card. It costs 0 energy and lets me draw a new hand. It's like hitting the refresh button on my luck. Oh man, we're not looking too hot with only 56 out of 70 HP. Let's take a chill pill and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape to slay those spires. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows? Maybe we'll stumble upon some sweet loot or a helpful event. Plus, I'm feeling lucky today. Heal for 35 gold? That's a steal. I'll take the heal option and treat myself to some HP recovery. Can't pass up a good deal like that. Hey, we're not looking too hot with our HP at 70 out of 70. Let's take a chill pill and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape for the battles ahead. Let's grab that treasure. I'm feeling lucky today. Maybe I'll find something shiny. Let's go for Choke. It's a cool attack card that deals damage based on the number of cards played this turn. It can really pack a punch if we play it at the right time. Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows what kind of treasure or event we might find there? It's like opening a mystery box. Oh man, I gotta go for that gold. Who needs HP when you can have shiny coins, am I right? Let's live dangerously and grab that loot. Let's take a break at the rest node and recharge our batteries before facing that monster. I need all the energy I can get to slay them. Time to say goodbye to the cultist with a big hit from Riddle with Holes. Let's wrap this up quickly. Oh man, Crippling Cloud is a solid choice here. It's gonna help me apply that sweet poison to multiple enemies at once. Let's give this acid slime a taste of my strike card and show it who's boss. This card might just save my butt or make things worse, but hey, let's roll the dice and see what happens. Let's smack that slimy dude with a big hit to speed things up. I'm gonna need some extra protection here. Gotta make sure I don't take too much damage from that acid slime. Time to give these slimes a taste of my dagger spray. Let's see them melt away like butter in a hot pan. Time to smack that slimy monster with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Time to give that acid slime a taste of my powerful strike card. Let's show it who's boss. Alright, time to unleash some toxic clouds on these slimy foes and make them regret ever crossing paths with me. Let's poke some holes in that slimy monster and make it regret crossing paths with us. Time to smack that slimy boy with a good old strike and get rid of it before it causes more trouble. Time to smack that slimy monster with a big hit and get rid of it before it can cause any trouble. Oh man, this card is like a sneaky ninja cloud that weakens and poisons all enemies at once. Definitely adding this to my deck for some crowd control. Let's go for the second monster node. I'm feeling lucky and ready to take on more challenges. This little guy needs to chill out with the damage, so I'm going to hit it with a debuff to take the edge off. Let's roll the dice and see what we get with calculated gamble. Maybe we'll get something spicy. This is a classic move. Gotta protect myself from those pesky monsters. This little guy needs to go down fast, so I'm gonna hit him hard with this upgraded strike. Let's throw some shade at that louse and make it hit like a wet noodle. Let's finish off this louse with a strong strike. Infinite Blades is a must-have power card that generates shivs every turn. It's like having an endless supply of tiny knives to throw at your enemies. Plus, it only costs 1 energy, so it's a no-brainer pick for me. Hey, we're kind of beat up right now, so let's take a breather and rest to heal up 30% of our max HP. We'll be back in tip-top shape in no time. Time to show the Guardian what a real spray of daggers looks like. Let's paint the battlefield red with this one. This monster hits hard, so let's take the edge off its next attack with a little debuff. This monster is going down faster than my internet connection during peak hours. Time to show them who's boss with a big hit. Let's roll the dice and see what we get with this calculated gamble. Maybe we'll hit the jackpot. Let's poke some holes in this Guardian with Riddle with Holes and show it who's boss. This big guy needs to go down fast, so I'm going to hit him hard with this Strike Plus card. This monster is tough, but I'm feeling feisty and ready to take it down with a big hit. Let's throw some shivs at this dude and see if we can take him down a notch. Let's smack this guardian with a good old strike to chip away at its health. This Shiv card is going to poke the guardian and annoy it a bit, haha. This card seems like a good choice to play right now. Gotta keep the pressure on the guardian. This monster is tough, but I'm gonna show it who's boss with a big hit from Strike Plus. I'm gonna slap down Deflect to protect myself from the Guardian's weakened attacks. Can't have that poison getting to me. Let's poke some holes in this big guy with Riddle with Holes and see how he likes it. Time to show off my ninja skills with dagger spray and hit all those enemies at once. Let's make it rain daggers. Ooh, Alchemize is such a fun card. It lets me create potions, which can be super handy in tricky situations. Plus, it only costs 1 energy, so why not add a little magic to the mix? Oh man, double the effectiveness of potions? That's like getting double the bang for your buck. Plus, who doesn't love a good potion to help you out in a tough spot? Definitely going with this one. Let's take on the first monster node because I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show them who's boss. Plus, I could use some extra gold and loot. This big ball of block is no match for my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss with a solid hit. Let's throw some clouds at this big bad boss to make them a little less scary. This big ball of block is no match for my swift strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Time to show off my ninja skills with some dagger throwing action. Let's hit all those enemies at once. This big ball of block is starting to annoy me, so I'm just going to smack it with a strike plus and see how it likes that. This is going to be a spicy move. Watch me slice and dice through all these enemies at once. This is going to be a spicy one. Let's poke some holes in that spheric guardian with riddle with holes and show it who's boss. Show it who's boss. This little guy hits hard, but not if I can help it. Let's take the edge off its attacks with a quick neutralize. Let's put up our defenses and show this spheric guardian that we're not afraid of its next turn damage. Let's get those shivs flowing and stabby the enemy with tiny knives every turn. Let's smack that spheric guardian with a good old strike to bring it closer to defeat. Time to throw up a quick block with deflect. Gotta protect myself from that spheric guardian's next turn. I'm just gonna throw up a quick block to shield myself from that monster's attack. Can't have it hitting me too hard. Gotta keep my HP up. Let's give this round a little kick with a good old strike to the Spheric Guardian. Gotta soften them up a bit. This big ball needs a little poke to deflate it, so I'm gonna hit it with a strike. Let's chat with Neo because who knows, maybe she'll give us some sweet loot or a helpful buff. Plus, I'm always down for some gossip with the mystical beings of Slay the Spire. Lose 7 max HP for a rare card? Pfft, who needs HP when you can have shiny new cards? Let's go for the rare card option, baby. Oh man, Wraith Form is like the ultimate dodge move. I can go intangible and avoid all damage for a few turns. Plus, it's a power card, so it stays in play. Definitely picking this one. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use some more golden loot. This slime is about to get a taste of its own medicine with a little debuff action. Time to smack that slimy acid slime with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Let's smack that acid slime with a strike. Gotta take it out before it splits. This slime is going down. Let's smack it with a good old strike. This slime is about to get a taste of my power. Time to show it who's boss with a solid strike. These slimes are not going to get the best of me. Gotta defend myself with some block. This slime is no match for my powerful strikes. Let's take it down. This slime is on its last legs. Time to finish it off with a good old strike. Oh, expertise is like having a mini infinity gauntlet. Drawing cards is always a good idea, so I'm grabbing this for sure. Oh man, I gotta go with Purify. I mean, who needs extra HP when you can have a sleek, slim deck ready to kick some butt? Out with the old, in with the new, baby. So like, I could give up this expertise card, which is cool and all, but getting a new relic sounds way more exciting. Let's do it. Time to give that louse a little love tap with a strike. Gotta start somewhere, right? Alright, time to beef up my defenses with this defend card. Can't let those louses scratch me up too much. Let's smack that louse with a strike card and show it who's boss. This little guy is on his last legs, so I'm going to finish him off with a good old strike. This little louse is about to get squished like a bug with this strike. Oh man, well-laid plans is such a lifesaver. It lets me retain a card for the next turn, so I can plan my moves better. Definitely picking this one. Let's go check out the question mark node. Maybe we'll find something cool or get a helpful event. Who needs certainty when you can have gold, am I right? Doubt is just a state of mind, but gold can buy you all the relics you need. Oh, we're definitely going to continue this run. I've got my eyes on that sweet victory, and nothing's gonna stop us now. Let's slay some spires, baby! Oh no, we're a bit beat up right now. Let's take a breather and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We need all the strength we can get to climb this spire. Let's go challenge the elite. I'm feeling lucky today, bring it on. Time to put up my shield and play it safe. Can't risk taking unnecessary damage from Lagavulin. Lagavulin, buddy, it's time for you to feel the wrath of my strikes. Let's see how you like that. Let's hold on to a card for later, just in case things get spicy. This Lagavulin dude is about to get a taste of their own medicine with this sneaky move. This Lagavulin guy hits hard, so I better beef up my defenses with this card. This fight is getting spicy. Gotta make sure I don't get roasted by Lagavulin next attack. Let's smack Lagavulin with a strike to bring down that health bar. This big guy needs a little wake-up call, so I'm gonna hit him with a strike to get things rolling. Let's throw some sand in Lagavulin's eyes to make its next attack less painful. Let's ditch a card and get some extra defense with Survivor. Gotta stay alive to slay the spire. These defend cards are my best bet to survive Lagavulin's next attack. Gotta stay alive to slay the spire. I'm gonna need to beef up my defenses to survive Lagavulin's next attack, so I'm playing the defend card to give myself some extra protection. I need to beef up my defenses before Lagavulin hits me with that 18 damage next turn. Time to smack Lagavulin with some strikes and show it who's boss. Let's throw a little sand in the eyes of that Lagavulin, make it easier to deal with later. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's chip away at that health bar. Time to put up my defenses and show Lagavulin that I'm not an easy target. Gotta beef up my defenses with this defend card. Can't let Lagavulin hit me too hard, you know? This little move will take the edge off that big hit coming my way. Gotta keep myself in one piece. This big guy needs a little poke to keep him on his toes, so let's hit him with a strike. Time to say goodbye to Lagavulin with a big hit from my strike card. Well, looks like Lagavulin is getting ready to hit hard, so I better brace myself with some extra block to soften the blow. This big baddie needs a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show Lagavulin who's boss. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my power with a solid strike. I'm just gonna beef up my defenses a bit here. Gotta make sure I don't get squished by Lagavulin. Let's go for a quick strike to weaken Lagavulin before finishing it off. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my powerful strikes and bring that HP down. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my powerful strike. Let's chip away at that health bar. Time to give Lagavulin a little love tap with my strike card and show it who's boss. Let's chat it up with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some sweet relics or a cool event. Plus, who doesn't love a good chat with a mystical being? Oh man, enemies with 1 HP? That's like playing on easy mode. I'll breeze through these combats like a pro gamer. Let's keep the monster train going. More monsters, more fun, right? Plus, I need that sweet loot. Let's do some acrobatics. This card helps me draw more cards, which is always fun and useful in a deck like mine. Alright, time to put up my shield and be a little less squishy. Can't have these monsters ruining my fabulous hair. Time to do some card draw. Gotta keep the options flowing, you know? Let's throw some sand in the jawworm's eyes so it can't hit us as hard next turn. I'm feeling a bit sneaky with all these strikes in my deck, so I'll add some dodge and roll to mix things up. Plus, who doesn't love a good dodge and roll, am I right? Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find some treasure or a cool event to spice things up. Oh man, Riddle with Holes is a solid attack card with a decent cost. Plus, it has a target so I can choose who gets hit. Let's add some variety to the deck with this one. This slaver is going down. Time to show them who's boss with a solid hit. Let's give this slaver a taste of my powerful strikes. Time to show them who's boss. Just gotta beef up my defenses a bit, gotta stay safe in this crazy world of slaying spires. Time to do some fancy moves and draw some cards to find the perfect solution to this mess. I'm feeling a bit sneaky, so I'll just roll with this dodge and roll to dodge some hits and keep myself in the game. These slavers are weak, but I don't want to risk taking unnecessary damage. Let's beef up our defenses. This slaver is about to hit me hard, so I better put up my defenses with this card. Let's do some fancy flips and draw some more cards to figure out how to deal with this mess. I'm going to play this card because it's the best option. Time to put up my shield and be a little less squishy. Gotta protect this precious HP pool. Let's wrap this up with a bang and take down that slaver with some riddles and holes. Oh man, this card is like a ninja strike. It deals a good amount of damage and can help me take down enemies quickly. I'm definitely picking this one. I'm just gonna slap on some extra armor to protect myself from those pesky gremlins. This little guy hits hard, so I'm gonna take away some of his bite with this freebie card. Time to say goodbye to the sneaky gremlin with a swift strike. Adios, little sneaky one. I'm gonna roll with dodge and roll to dodge some hits and stay alive a bit longer. Let's play this card to gain 5 block and prevent some damage from the mad gremlin. Let's poke some holes in that chubby gremlin with riddle with holes and watch it deflate like a popped balloon. This little guy looks like he's had too many snacks. Time to put him on a diet with a little neutralize. Gotta take down that shield gremlin first. Can't have it blocking all my attacks. Time to do some acrobatics and flip through my deck for a better plan. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a winning move in there. This is a classic move. Gotta protect myself before I wreck myself. This shield gremlin is about to hit me, so I better put up some defense to stay alive a bit longer. I'm gonna throw some shade at that sneaky gremlin and make sure it doesn't hit me too hard next turn. Let's smack that chubby gremlin with a strike and send it packing. Let's smack that shield gremlin with a big hit to get rid of it fast and move on to the next enemy. Let's go for some chit-chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some cool buffs or something. Who knows, right? Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll breeze through those combats like a hot knife through butter. Bring it on, Neo. Let's take on the first monster and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use some extra gold and loot. Let's throw some sand in the jawworm's eyes so it can't hit us as hard next turn. Ooh, look at this sneaky card. It's a bit pricey at 2 energy, but it deals a solid amount of damage if I have no other cards in hand. Let's add some sneakiness to the deck. Oh, I am definitely gonna pray and remove a card from my deck. Less clutter, more power, baby. Let's streamline this deck for maximum efficiency. Ooh, Deadly Poison is a sneaky little card that can chip away at enemies over time. Plus, it's always fun to watch them suffer from poison. Time to say goodbye to the little slime with a big punch from my strike card. This acid slime is about to get a taste of my powerful strike card. Say goodbye, Slimy. Oh man, Deadly Poison is a sneaky little card that can really chip away at the enemy's health over time. Plus, it's always satisfying to watch them suffer from poison damage. Let's go for the question mark node. Maybe we'll find some cool loot or a helpful event, who knows? It's like opening a mystery box. Let's go for Heel Hook. It's a cheap attack card that deals more damage if the enemy is weakened. Plus, we can combo it with our Neutralize for some extra damage. Let's go for Blade Dance. We need more ways to generate shivs for some extra damage and flexibility in our attacks. Plus, it only costs 1 energy, so it's a good addition to our deck. Let's skip the elite for now. I'm feeling lucky and want to take on the monster instead. Plus, I could use some more gold to buy some cool stuff later. Let's give that big louse a taste of its own medicine with some deadly poison. I'm gonna throw some sand in that louse's eyes to make it swing like a noodle. Let's smack that louse with a big hit and show it who's boss. Let's give that little louse a swift kick with heel hook and show it who's boss. Let's smack that louse for 6 damage and take it out before it can do any more harm. Let's dance with some blades and show these louses who's boss. Let's give this louse a taste of their own medicine with some deadly poison. Let's throw some shivs at that weak louse and get rid of it before it can do any more damage to us. Time to give that pesky louse a good whack and send it packing. Let's finish this battle with a bang. I'm feeling agile today, so let's go with acrobatics. Drawing cards is always a good idea, plus it only costs 1 energy. This sentry is looking a bit too strong for my liking, so I'm going to slap it with a debuff to make its next attack less painful. Let's do some acrobatics and flip through the deck to find something good to smack these monsters with. Let's give that sentry a taste of their own medicine with some poison. Time to watch them squirm. Let's smack that sentry with a big hit and show them who's boss. Let's summon some little buddies to help us out in this fight. This little shiv is going to poke the weak spot of that second sentry and take it down. Let's throw some shivs at that sentry and see if we can take it down a notch. This poison is going to slowly eat away at that big bad enemy, making my life easier in the long run. These sentries are hitting hard. Gotta make sure I don't take too much damage. Playing the defense is the way to go. Time to throw up my defenses and show these monsters who's boss. This combat is getting spicy. Gotta dig deeper into my deck for some better options. Gotta beef up my defenses before those sneaky sentries try to sneak in some damage. Let's smack that sentry with a strike card. Gotta whittle down their health one punch at a time. Let's give this sentry a taste of their own poison. Literally. Let's summon some little buddies to help us out in this fight. Gotta love those little shivs. I'm gonna ditch a card and get some extra defense with Survivor. Can't go wrong with a little extra block. This Shiv card is like a little ninja dagger, sneaking in to poke that sentry with the poison power. Gotta love those sneaky attacks. This Shiv card is perfect for poking at the weaker enemy and slowly whittling down their health before going all out on the stronger ones. Let's throw some sand in the eyes of that sentry so it can't hit us as hard. Gotta keep ourselves safe, you know? This little guy is going down with a swift kick to the face. Heel hook coming right up. This sentry is on its last legs, so let's give it a little poison love tap to finish it off. Let's have a chat with Neo because, who knows, maybe she'll give us some cool relic or something. Plus, I'm curious to see what she has to say. Oh man, enemies with 1 HP? That's like giving me a free pass to the next 3 combats. I'll take that easy win, thank you very much. Let's skip this monster and head straight to the next one. I'm feeling lucky today. This slime is no match for my powerful strike. Let's take it down in one hit. Oh, acrobatics is like the ninja move of card selection. It lets me draw more cards and keep the momentum going. Gotta stay agile in this game. Upgrade 2 random cards and lose some HP? Sounds like a fair trade to me. Let's do it and make our deck even stronger. Let's play the defend card to gain 5 block and protect ourselves from incoming damage. Let's smack that bug with the big damage card and get rid of it in one shot. Oh man, Footwork is such a cool card. It gives me extra dexterity, making me harder to hit. Plus, it only costs 1 energy. Definitely adding this to my deck. Let's give that cultist a little poke to make its attacks feel like tickles. Oh man, Crippling Cloud is a solid AoE skill that applies weak and poison to all enemies. It's gonna help me control the fight and deal some passive damage over time. Definitely picking this one. This looter is hitting hard, so I'm going to take away some of its bite with Neutralize. Time to give that looter a taste of my power with a good old strike. Time to give that looter a taste of my power with a good old strike. These looters are trying to steal my gold and poison me, but I'm not having it. I'm gonna block that damage like a pro. Let's play this card to gain some block and mitigate the incoming damage from the looter. Time to throw up some defenses and make the enemy hits feel like tickles. This looter is about to be looted out of existence with this Strike Plus card. Say goodbye to the thief. Oh man, I love this card. It gives me shivs every turn, which can really add up some serious damage over time. Plus, it only costs 1 energy, so it's a no-brainer pick for me. Let's take a nap at the rest node and recharge our batteries before facing that elite. Plus, who doesn't love a good power nap, am I right? Hey there, we're a bit low on HP right now, so let's take a quick nap and heal up 30% of our max HP. We'll be back in tip-top shape in no time. Let's smack that sentry with a good old strike to show them who's boss. Time to smack that sentry with a good old strike to show them who's boss. This is the perfect time to show off my fancy footwork and dodge those incoming attacks like a pro. Let's smack that sentry with the upgraded strike for some big damage. Let's do some acrobatics and see if we can find something cool in the deck for our next move. This sentry is looking a bit too strong for my liking, so I'm going to take it down a notch with some debuffs. Time to show that sentry who's boss with a big hit from my Strike Plus card. Time to beef up my defenses with this Defend card. Gotta protect myself from those pesky monsters. This cloud is going to rain on their parade, making them weaker and easier to deal with. Time to dish out some damage and focus on taking down one enemy at a time. This fight is getting tough. Gotta make sure I don't take too much damage. This is a great card to play early on to set up some passive damage with the shivs. Plus, who doesn't love a good blade theme? I'm gonna play Survivor to shield myself from the incoming damage. Gotta stay alive to slay more spires. Let's smack that sentry in the front to take it out quickly. Let's throw some shivs at that low health sentry to finish it off quickly. This is the moment where we need to dig deep and find the perfect card to turn the tide in our favor. Let's see what the next draw brings us. Let's throw some sand in the eyes of that big bad sentry to make it easier to handle its attacks. This sentry is about to hit me, and I need to put up my defenses to survive. So I'm going to play the defend card to block that incoming damage. I need to protect myself a bit here. Can't afford to take too much damage. I'm going to throw some ninja stars at that sentry to soften it up for the next turn. This sentry is going down. Let's show it who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Time to show this sentry who's boss with a big hit from my Strike Plus card. This little shiv is going to poke at the sentry and annoy it to no end. I'm just going to slap down this defend card to beef up my defenses and make sure that sentry's attack doesn't scratch me. Let's throw a little dagger action at the sentry to chip away at its health. Time to smack that sentry with a good old strike and show it who's boss. Hey, free block is always nice to have, especially when it costs 0 energy. Let's grab deflect for some extra defense. Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows what kind of treasure or event we might find there? Maybe a cute little shop or a mysterious event? The possibilities are endless. Donut! Who doesn't love a good donut? Plus, more max HP means I can take more hits and keep on slaying those spires. Time to treat myself to a sugary boost. Let's spread some cloud love and hit all those louses with some damage. Let's smack that bug with a big hit before it can even touch me. Gotta squash it fast! Let's do some acrobatics and see if we can find something good in this deck to help us out. Let's finish off that weak louse with a quick strike. Let's throw some sand in the eyes of that bug so it can't hit me as hard. Gotta protect this beautiful face. Let's smack that louse with a big hit and get rid of it before it causes any more trouble. Ooh, Sneaky Strike is perfect for sneaky plays. It deals extra damage if you have no cards in hand. Let's add some sneakiness to our deck. Let's smack that fungi beast with a good old strike to show it who's boss. Let's go for a little chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some cool relic or something. Plus, I'm curious to see what she has to say. Enemies with 1 HP? That's like playing with training wheels on. Let's breeze through these combats and show them who's boss. Let's take on the first monster node, because I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show off my skills. This jawworm is about to hit me hard, so I'm going to give it a taste of its own medicine before it can do any real damage. Let's do some fancy moves with acrobatics. Drawing cards is always a good idea, right? Time to show these louses who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Let's throw some sand in the enemy's eyes so their next punch feels like a tickle. Ooh, this terror card is perfect for setting up big damage on enemies. Plus, it's always fun to strike fear into their hearts, right? Let's go with this one. Who needs certainty when you can have gold, am I right? Plus, a little doubt never hurt anyone, I think. Let's keep the party going and hit that continue button. We're on a roll and ain't nobody gonna stop us now. Let's do some acrobatics and see if we can find something cool in our deck to help us kick these slimes' butts. Let's give that little slime a good whack with a strike card. It's the quickest way to get rid of it. Hey, look at this sneaky card. Outmaneuver lets me gain extra energy for the next turn, which means I can play more cards and do more damage. Let's add some strategic flair to this deck. This card might just give me the edge I need to turn the tide in this battle. Let's see what new cards I can get my hands on. Let's spook that fungi beast with some terror, make it regret facing us. I'm just going to slap down some defense to make sure those fungi beasts don't scratch me up too much. Time to show that fungi beast who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Let's poke that big mushroom with a stick to make it less scary. These fungi beasts are no match for my defensive skills. Time to block that damage like a pro. I need to beef up my defenses before the fungi beasts attack. Gotta stay alive to slay the spire. I'm just gonna slap down a defend to protect myself from those fungi beasts. Can't have them ruining my day. Time to put up my defenses and show these fungi beasts that they can't touch me. Let's smack that fungi beast with a strike card and get rid of it in style. This fungi beast is going down. Time to show it who's boss with a good old strike to the face. This fungi beast is looking pretty scary, so I better brace myself with some block before it hits me. Let's give that fungi beast a little poke with some vulnerable, shall we? Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off this fungi beast. Time to give that fungi beast a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. This mushroom is going down. Time to show it who's boss with a solid hit. Oh man, After Image is such a cool power to have. It gives me one block every time I play a card. That's like free defense all day, every day. Let's grab it. Let's play this bad boy to set ourselves up for some big plays next turn. I'm just going to throw up a quick shield to block that incoming attack. Gotta protect my precious HP. This little guy hits hard, so let's make him hit like a wet noodle instead. Let's smack that gremlin knob with some strikes and show it who's boss. Time to give that gremlin knob a taste of my power with a good old strike. This is the moment where I need to dig deeper into my deck and find the perfect card to turn the tide of this battle. This power is going to make me look so cool with all that block stacking up without me even trying. This survivor card is like my safety net. letting me ditch a card I don't need and gain some extra block. It's like having a backup plan in case things go south. I'm just gonna slap down some defense and chill for a bit. Let the enemy do all the work. I'm gonna slap down a defend to protect myself from the gremlin knob's incoming attack. Gotta stay alive to slay more spires. Time to smack that gremlin knob with some good old strikes and show it who's boss. Let's get some extra energy for the next turn. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's do some acrobatics and see if we can find something good to play next turn. Let's throw some shade at Gremlin Knob and make it a little less scary with this freebie card. I'm gonna need that extra defense to survive the Gremlin Knob's next big hit. Can't let him take me out just yet. This little guy is getting on my nerves with all those buffs. Time to show him who's boss with a good old strike to the face. This little guy is tough, but I'm going to show him who's boss with a good old strike to the face. This little guy needs a taste of my power. Let's hit him hard with a strike. Let's do some acrobatics and see if we can find something better than what we have in hand right now. Time to give that Gremlin Knob a taste of my power with a good old strike. Let's show it who's boss. Let's have a little chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some cool relic or something. Plus, I'm feeling chatty today. Oh man, enemies with 1 HP? That's like playing on easy mode. I'll take that option and breeze through these combats like a pro. Let's take on the monster at Node 1. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show them who's boss. Hey, Piercing Whale is like the ultimate nope card. It can save your butt against big hits from enemies, definitely adding this to my deck. I'm gonna hold on to this card like it's my last slice of pizza at a party. You never know when you might need it. Let's smack that slimy spike slime with a strike card and get rid of it in style. Let's finish off that acid slime with a strike. Ooh, Caltrops is a sneaky little power card that deals damage to enemies whenever they attack you. It's like hitting them back without even lifting a finger. Let's add some passive aggression to our deck. Upgrade 2 random cards? Heck yeah! Let's beef up our deck and show those enemies who's boss. Oh man, a relic sounds awesome. Even if it comes with a little regret, it's totally worth it for the extra power boost. Let's go for the box option. Let's go for the question mark node. Maybe we'll find something cool like a new relic or event. Time to put up my shield and play it safe with some defense. Can't have those pesky louses taking a bite out of me. Playing Survivor Plus to dodge some damage. Gotta keep my HP high to survive longer in this combat. I'm just gonna let those spikes do the work for me, sit back, and watch the enemy hurt themselves. I'm just gonna slap down some defense to block that incoming damage. Can't have those pesky monsters hurting me. Oh, man, Deadly Poison Plus is a killer card. It's like a slow and painful poison that keeps on hurting the enemy. Plus, it's upgraded, so it's even more deadly. Definitely adding this to my deck. Let's smack that Lagavulin with a stronger punch. Gotta take it down before it takes us out. Let's throw some earplugs in and make the monster's attack sound like a whisper. Time to give Lagavulin a little love tap with a strike card and show it who's boss. Let's give Lagavulin a taste of their own medicine with some deadly poison. Let's give Lagavulin a little love tap with this strike card. Gotta whittle down that HP. Time to give Lagavulin a taste of my powerful strike card and show it who's boss. This poison is going to slowly chip away at Lagavulin's health, making the fight easier in the long run. This Lagavulin dude hits hard, so I'm going to take away some of his bite with this sneaky move. I'm going to play this card because it's the best option. Let's give Lagavulin a taste of our strength with a good old strike. Let's give Lagavulin a little love tap with this strike card and show it who's boss. Gotta protect myself from that Lagavulin slap, so I'm gonna play this defend card to beef up my defenses. Time to smack that Lagavulin with some extra damage and show it who's boss. These defend cards are my best friends right now. Gotta protect myself from Lagavulin's next attack. Let's give Lagavulin a taste of its own medicine with some deadly poison. This big bad Lagavulin needs a taste of my Strike Plus card to bring it down a notch. Oh man, Glass Knife is like a ninja's blade, quick and deadly. It's perfect for finishing off enemies with low health. Let's some extra punch to our deck. Let's roll the dice and search for loot. Who cares if there's a 25% chance of a monster returning? I'm ready to slay some more. Let's dive into this fight head on. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to take on whatever challenges come my way. Bring it on, Dead Adventure event. Oh, Lagavulin, you think you can hit me hard? Not today. I'm gonna make you hit like a fluffy pillow with this piercing wail. I'm just gonna slap down these defends to build up my block and tank that incoming damage like a boss. Let's throw some sand in the Lagavulin's eyes with this Neutralize card, make it stumble a bit, and give us a breather. Let's smack Lagavulin with some strikes and show it who's boss. Lagavulin is looking a bit weak, so I'm gonna hit it with a strike to keep the pressure on. Let's throw some shade at Lagavulin and make it hit like a wet noodle with this weak debuff. Time to beef up my defenses and show Lagavulin that I'm not an easy target. Lagavulin is looking a bit tired, so I'll give it a little tap with this strike card to keep the pressure on. I'm tossing away a card to get some sweet block. Gotta protect myself from Lagavulin's next hit. I'm throwing up my defenses with this defend card to make sure Lagavulin's next attack doesn't knock me out cold. Let's go for some chit-chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some good luck for the rest of the run. Or at least some juicy gossip about the other spire creatures. Oh man, enemies with 1 HP in the next 3 combats? That's like playing on easy mode. Let's breeze through these fights and show them who's boss. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use some extra gold and loot. Time to say goodbye to the jaw worm with a powerful strike card. Let's add some card draw with acrobatics. Gotta keep the deck flowing, you know? Oh man, I could really use some extra cash right now. Let's go with the Purify option and remove a card from my deck. Who needs clutter anyway, am I right? Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows what kind of treasure or event we might find there? Exciting! Let's dive deeper into the ooze. Who cares about a little HP loss when there's a chance to find a shiny relic waiting for us? YOLO. Let's go deeper. Lose 5 HP? That's just a scratch. Plus, there's a 45% chance to find a relic. I'm feeling lucky today. Let's do this. Let's go for the box option. Who cares about a little regret when we can get a shiny new relic, right? Plus, I love surprises, so let's see what we get. Let's pray and remove a card from our deck. Who needs that extra HP anyway, right? We're here to slay, not to play it safe. Let's keep the party going and hit that continue button. We're on a roll, and ain't no wing statue gonna slow us down. I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'll take a rest at the campfire node. Need to recharge my batteries before facing any more challenges. Hey there! We're a bit beat up right now, so let's take a breather and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We'll be back in tip-top shape in no time. I'm gonna hold on to this card like it's my last piece of chocolate in the fridge, just in case I need it for later. Let's give that slimy spike slime a taste of its own medicine by making its attack weaker. That way I can relax a bit and not worry about taking too much damage. Infinite Blades is like having a ninja on your team. It gives you shurikens every turn without any effort. Let's add some stealthy power to our deck. Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows what kind of cool stuff we might find there? Maybe a shiny new relic or some sweet upgrades. Let's take a chance and see what's waiting for us. I mean, who doesn't love a good mind blast? It's like a surprise attack based on how many cards are left in your draw pile. Plus, it's always fun to see how much damage you can dish out with it. Let's do some card gymnastics and see if we can find something better to play next turn. Let's throw some sand in the louse's eyes so it can't hit us as hard. Gotta play it smart. Flechettes is a great addition to my deck. It's like throwing a bunch of tiny daggers at my enemies. Love it. Let's throw some sharp objects at that slimy dude and see if we can melt it away in one go. Let's throw out some blades and watch them do the work for us. It's like having a little army of shivs at our disposal. Let's smack that slimy boy with a good old strike and show it who's boss. Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off this slime. Time to smack that slimy monster with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Time to smack that slimy boy with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. This is going to be epic. I'm going to the slime with my mind and watch those numbers go crazy. This little shiv is going to poke that slimy boy and start wearing it down. This slime is looking a bit too eager to attack, so I'm going to give it a little slap on the wrist with Neutralize. Time to say goodbye to that slimy fella with the higher HP. Gotta focus on the big fish first. Time to do some card gymnastics and flip through my deck for something good. Let's see what we can find. This slime is about to get slimed. Time to show them who's boss with a solid strike to the face. Let's throw some shivs at the slimy dudes to soften them up for the big hits later. Time to give that acid slime a taste of my strike card. Let's show it who's boss. Let's blast that slimy dude with Mind Blast. It's going to be so satisfying. This slime is getting on my nerves. Time to poke it with some sharp little knives. Let's throw some ninja stars at that slimy dude and see how it likes it. Time to do some fancy card tricks and hopefully draw into some better options to deal with this slimy situation. Let's throw some slime off balance with this freebie card. Can't have it hitting us too hard now. Ooh, Poison Stab is a sneaky little card that adds some extra damage over time. Let's stab our enemies and watch them suffer from poison. Hey, we're below half health, so let's take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. We don't want to risk getting our butt kicked in the next fight, do we? Who doesn't love a good old blast of mind power? Plus, dealing damage based on the number of cards in your draw pile sounds like a wild ride. Let's go for the second monster node because I'm feeling pumped up and ready to take on more enemies. Let's blast that slime with our mind because it's the most efficient way to deal damage right now. Let's poke that slimy boy with some poison and watch it squirm. Let's do some card gymnastics and see if we can find something better to play. This slime is hitting hard, so let's take some of the edge off its attack with a little debuff. I'm just gonna slap down a defend to shield myself from those slimy attacks. Can't have them ruining my fabulous hair. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by these slimes, so I'm going to shuffle through my deck and see if I can find something to turn the tide in my favor. Time to finish off that weak slime with a good old strike? Adios, slime! This slime is about to get squished by my powerful strike. Let's take it out before it can do any harm. Time to put up my defenses and tank those hits like a pro. I'm just gonna slap down a defend card to shield myself from those slimy attacks. Can't have them ruining my fabulous hair. All right, let's do some card gymnastics and see if we can find something better in this mess of a hand. Let's give that slimy spike slime a taste of its own medicine with a little debuff action. Let's poke that slimy little thing with some poison and watch it squirm. Let's blast their minds with this card and take down that slimy foe in one powerful hit. Let's smack that slimy boy with a good old strike to get rid of it before it can even touch me. Let's smack that slimy boy with a good old strike to make our life easier in this fight. This Shiv card is perfect to finish off that weak spike slime and clear the way for a smoother combat. Let's get rid of that little nuisance. This slime is going down. Time to throw some sharp objects at it. Ooh, Deadly Poison is a sneaky little card that can stack up some serious poison damage on enemies. Let's add it to our deck and watch them suffer. Hey, we're kind of low on HP right now, so let's take a nap and heal up a bit. Can't slay the spire if we're slaying ourselves, right? Oh, backflip is like a ninja move. It gives me some block and lets me draw more cards. Gotta stay agile in this game. Alright, let's blast this ghost with my mind. It's gonna be epic. I'm feeling lucky today, so let's draw some cards and see what surprises await us. Time to show this fiery ghost who's boss with some sharp needles. Let's throw some shade at that fiery ghost and make it a little less scary with Neutralize. Time to put up my defenses and be like, come at me, bro! Ah, time to put up my defenses and show this Hexaghost that I'm not an easy target. This fiery ghost is going down with a good old punch in the face. Let's give this fiery ghost a taste of its own medicine with some deadly poison. Let's give this fiery ghost a taste of our own flames with a good old strike. Let's blast this ghost with our mind. It's going to be a big hit with all those cards in my draw pile. Let's throw some shade at that fiery ghost with a little Neutralize action. Gotta keep it cool, you know? Let's poke the fiery ghost with some poison and watch it squirm. Time to smack that fiery ghost with a good old strike and show it who's boss. Let's throw some darts at this fiery ghost and see if we can cool it down a bit. Let's do some acrobatics and see if we can find something spicy for the next turn. Time to do a little dance and gain some block while also stocking up on more cards. Let's keep this party going. I'm just going to put up my defenses and let the Hexaghost hit me with its weak attacks. Better safe than sorry, right? Let's smack that fiery ghost with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Time to unleash the flechettes on the big bad Hexaghost and show it who's boss. Time to put up my defenses and hide behind a shield of block. Can't let that Hexaghost's attacks get to me. This little move will take the edge off the Hexaghost's attack, making it easier for me to survive. Let's do some card gymnastics and see if we can find something good in this mess. Let's just do a little backflip here to get some block and draw more cards. Can't go wrong with that. This fiery ghost needs a taste of my strike. Let's see if it can handle the heat. Thank you all for joining me today on my Slay the Spire stream. I had a blast playing with you all, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow for more content. Until next time, this is Algoria Nova signing off. Goodbye, and see you in the next stream.